Uy, tingnan mo, mas snail.
Saan?
Ano?
O tara, tignan natin.
Bakit ganyan ang shell ng snail? May pa-spiral or pattern. Di ba pwedeng smooth na lang?
Ganito kasi yan. Alam mo ba ang Fibonacci sequence?
So, what is the Fibonacci sequence? The Fibonacci sequence is a series of numbers where each number is the sum of two. It starts like this: 1, 2, 3, 5, 8, 13, 21, and so on. This pattern appears all around us in ways we might not even realize. Take a snail, for example. The spiral of its shell often follows the Fibonacci sequence, creating a perfect logarithmic spiral. This natural design allows the shell to grow without changing its shape, providing both protection and efficiency. The Fibonacci sequence is also closely linked to a special number called approximately 1.618 when you divide any Fibonacci number. The result gets closer and closer to this golden number. The golden ratio isn't just in nature, it's also found in art, architecture, and even on our own bodies. Another example of Fibonacci sequence: the spiral arms of galaxies, hurricanes, and even the way pine cones grow all follow this hidden mathematical rule. It's as if the universe itself is coded with Fibonacci numbers. From the smallest creatures to the vastness of space, Fibonacci numbers and the golden ratio shape the world around us. Math isn't just in textbooks, but it's also woven into the very fabric of life.
Ganun pala. So, oo nga pala. Natapos mo na yung activity sa exponential growth?
Ay hindi, ikaw, natapos mo na?
Hindi pa eh. Marunong ka na?
Ay, hindi, ikaw marunong ka na?
Hindi.
Ako, tapos ko na. Gusto tulungan ko kayo.
Sige, tara.
Bago natin sagutin yung problem, alamin muna natin kung ano nga bang ibig sabihin ng exponential growth. Ang exponential growth ay isang model na ginawa ng mga mathematicians upang ma-predict ang growing number ng population ng kahit ano. Tao, hayop, mga bacteria, kahit ano, basta isa siyang growing number with a rate. Ngayon, sa problem natin, kailangan natin ma-predict or mahanap yung population ngayong 2025 base sa principal population natin noong 2020. So, ang principal population natin for 2020 is equals to 7,887,001,292. Ang growth rate natin ay equals to 0.85%. Divided by 100 is equals to 0.0085. Ito po yung gagamitin natin. And yung time natin, since ang sabi sa problem, from 2020 to 2025 to this current day, meaning 5 years. So yun po na yung natin. Ito po yung ating principal amount, which is notated by P. Ang formula po natin para dyan ay A is equals to P times E raised to R times T. Yang E po ay isang constant number which is approximately equals to E is equals to 2.71828. Constant po yan. So, ito na. Una, ilagay muna natin yung principal amount or yung principal population. 7,887,001,292 times E raised to 0.0085 times 5. Unahin po muna natin ito para kasi sa PEMDAS exponent muna po. So, ang kalabasan 7,887,001,292 times e raised to 0.0425. Ang sunod po, yung i-compute natin. A is equals to 7,887,000,1,292 times yung e raised to 0.0425. Ang answer po is 1.043416,056. Kinopya ko na po yung lahat para po maging close siya or like para mas malapit sa sagot. Sunod, ipag-times po natin itong 7 billion times dito sa 1.0434. Ang answer po niyan ay 8,229,423,765. Ito na po yung final answer, which means in the span of 5 years since 2020 until now, this is the predicted population for 2025.
And ganyan lang yan.
Ganyan lang pala yan kadali.
Oh,
Salamat.
ganyan pala. May pangsagot na ako mamaya. Ay, mali.
Pero yung sa relations and functions, nagawa niyo na ba?
Ha?
Ha?
Wala, meron pa?
Wala pa kayo nun?
Wala pa.
O sige, gawin natin ngayon. Tulungan ka kayo.
So first things first, kailangan muna natin malaman kung ano nga ba ang isang relation. A relation is a set of ordered pairs that satisfy a relationship. So let's give an example para mas maintindihan natin. Let's give two sets, the set P and the set Q. Let's say ang P ang kino-contain niyang elements are 1, 2, and 3. While the set Q contains the elements 2, 4, and 6. After natin makuha ang elements ng dalawang sets, kailangan na natin makuhanin ang Cartesian product ng P and Q. But before we go into the product of the sets, let us first discuss regarding the domain and range. So, the first set of elements, which is P, will be our domain, and the second elements of the set Q will be our range. The domain can also be called the set of all first coordinates, and the range can also be called the set of all second coordinates. So para makuha natin ang Cartesian product ng P and Q, we're going to use an arrow diagram. So dito sa first circle will contain 1, 2, and 3 as elements of P, and sa Q naman, ang makakontain naman ng circle na to ay 2, 4, and 6. Using an arrow diagram, ma-identify na natin ang product ng P and Q. So the first element ng set ng P and Q will be 1 and 2. Same arrow diagram. 1 and 4 and 1 and 6. Now, sa 2 naman, 2 and 2, 2 and 4, and so on.
Malaman kung paano ma-identify kung ang relation ay isa din function. Nakuha niyo ba?
Oo, ganyan.
Tama.
With that concludes the video presentation po namin sa Mathematics in the Modern World